Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and welcome to the Content Creator live stream, this time on PS4, week 42. We're here again, all ready to go. Get the gameplay up. How's about that for an intro? It's all set up from the stream deck, just does it automatically. And we're ready to go. We'll just jump in straight away to this first race. To those who are in the race, no pariahs for this one. No top 3 sports cars. We'll do any sports cars from the rest. Yeah, I know I was late. I'm sorry. I genuinely was late this time. Silly jobs and playlists wouldn't work. What can I do? Anyway, we're here now. It's all set up. I've got OBS all set up for the YouTube and all that kind of stuff, so any new members or super chats, things like that, it'll all show up. Let's not use the pariah. I use the neon. Yeah, let's use the neon. I always forget the neon. Especially when it comes to new races. So anyway, this is the Content Creator live stream. Track showcases. We're doing our first week of community created tracks. We obviously did the first episode, or at least the last episode, was 2 weeks ago, and I just did my tracks just to sort of get back into the swing of things again. When it comes to the streams on YouTube and stuff, and now here we are with the first of the showcases of tracks that you guys have submitted. So we've limited it to 20 people. I'll go mid-pack, I think is reasonable. We've limited it to 20 people. I'll explain all about that during the course of the stream, why we've done that. But this is the first track, Death Yon Speedway. I've never played any of these tracks before. That's how it always goes. We've got a team of testers on each platform. Oh, that's a big crash at the front. A team of testers on each platform who go over the tracks, give them ratings, all that kind of stuff, and ultimately decide which ones are the best, and if they're good enough to be community verified, that means they get a score of over 4 in total. Neon's not liking the back straight. Then they are considered verified and will be played on a stream. I'll explain again how it all works. If you want to go to bruffy.com/verified, then you'll also get some information about how it all works as well. JBC Gaming with the $2 through Super Chat. Howdy, let's start this stream with a Super Chat. Thank you so much, JBC Gaming. And Denim Pug with the £1 as well. Thank you so much for the donations. The neon may not have been the best choice now that I'm here. No blimps, not out of 5. Yeah, it's strange to have a flaming gun track with no blimps. This is kind of disappointing. Yeah, the neon's a good choice on tracks that you don't know, because that crazy acceleration just saves you in so many ways. But it's not gonna be enjoying the back straight, so we'll see how this goes. Thank you guys for the early super chats. Nobody ever has to super chat or donate or become a YouTube member or anything like that. I'm just happy that you're all here watching. But if anybody chooses to, it does help me pay the bills. So, how this all works is that you can submit all of your tracks. The link to do so is down below in the description of this live stream or video if you're watching it as a video. Or you can just go to bruffy.com/verified and it gives you all the information that you need. And submissions, basically, when submissions come in, they get tested in the order that they are submitted, and they're all given a score from each tester, from 1 to 5. 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. And the tracks have to get an average score of over 4 to be able to be considered community verified. And then all those tracks will be played on these streams in the order that they are submitted. Now there's a few...
And we have liftoff.
Are you serious?
That's a lot. Thank you for the donation. I'll catch up with it in between the races. Wow, thank you. Yeah, so it all happens in the order in which they're submitted. So the tracks are all played in the order that they're submitted. This is the first track to be verified that that was submitted, like in the order of submissions. So that's why we're playing it first. There are a few instances where I may move tracks up the order. For example, we've got sort of on the PS4 tracks, we have on the PS4 tracks we have enough tracks for the first 2 full streams, and then a few extra tracks for the 3rd stream. So because there's 2 off-road tracks in week 3 and there weren't going to be any off-road tracks this week, I decided to move one of those off-road tracks into week 1, even though, you know, it's kind of out of order. It's being played a little bit earlier than it should, essentially, but it's worth it to have a bit more of a varied stream showcasing a wide variety of tracks. So again, if you want to submit your tracks, whatever platform, we do PS4, then Xbox One, then PC, every 2 weeks on a Saturday here on YouTube. Then obviously attend into a video afterwards. Feel free to submit them. All the links that you need for these tracks are down below in the description in the order in which we play them, and the links to submit your own tracks as well. This is the first verified track in the new system of community verified races, as it is so called now. And I will be playing all community verified tracks. And it's a nice one. It's very nice. This is a very nice track. Very much like a road course like Daytona or something like that. I believe this is also created in such a way that there's a variation of the track that uses the banking entirely. So it's kind of got the road course and then the banking on its own as well. But yeah, this is a nice creation. You know, the idea with these streams is to showcase how good creations can be, the attention to detail, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, hopefully give some ideas for people to see the sort of things that, you know, you should do to create proper racing circuits, and the sort of the pitfalls and the things that you should avoid. You know, you shouldn't have metal barriers or tubes as apex props because they have funny hitboxes and things like that. It's what we've done for the last 40 weeks of this live stream. You can go watch all the previous videos as well. Lots of tracks there as well. But we are coming back into it as well with this new system. Catching up to 3rd place. Despite the Neon's disadvantage on the big back straight, it's got incredible acceleration. I'm going to get left here though. Thank you guys for the donations again. I'll catch up with them in between the races. Yeah, this is on PS4. In 2 weeks' time, we'll be on Xbox One. Oh, this is going to be a drag race to the finish because he's going to have the overspeed. No, he's going to get me. Damn it. Ah, I should have gone for a bit more of an earlier move after he made that mistake. I could have got 3rd place there. Good race, good track. So yeah, in 2 weeks' time, we'll be having the Xbox One version of this with the first 7 verified tracks on Xbox One. 2 weeks after that, it'll be the first 7 verified tracks on PC, and so on and so forth. We'll just keep going through it like that. PS4, Xbox One, PC, PS4, Xbox One, PC. Continually like that, going through all the tracks, like I said, in the order that they're submitted. So everything gets played, everything that it would be verified gets played. We're not missing anything out. And like I said, it's all explained on on bruffy.com/verified. That's where you can submit everything. That's where all the instructions are. It's where everything is that you need. Can't believe Daytona ripped off my track. Nice track. So like I said, all the links for these tracks are down below in the description. They're in the order in which we play them as well. So the first track that you've seen, this one, Death Yon Speedway, that is the first track down below in the description. That's the first link that you'll see. And then all the subsequent links will be in the right order as we go through. So we had Sonic Killer with the $1.99 sub 2644. Thank you, Sonic Killer, for the donation. Robocop 10. Wait, let me come back to that because we had Sammy C. Armus with the $2 donation. When are the Stewards Room videos being published? They'll be coming soon. Soon, TM. Not too long. Just waiting for the right time that I can fully get into it. This is a rally race, so let's have rally cars only in this one, everybody. Let's keep it to 5. Everybody who's in this race. And I always leave the timer when it goes to these in between the races just so I can catch up on things like that. A lap is about 2 minutes long. Okay, that works. Thank you, Sammy, for the $2. And Indie Mass with the €2 with the super chat as well. Hashtag hire Bruffy to verify tracks, Rockstar. Well, you know, Rockstar verified tracks, they're not the best. They're not even doing Rockstar verified stuff anymore. So, yeah. This is, thank you, Pagans. No Flash GTs are allowed in this, no. You know, so that's why we've made community verified to showcase the best creations that the community make because Rockstar aren't doing it themselves. And Robocop 10 with the $65.37 donation. This is my first ever donation. I enjoy all your videos, especially the testing videos. Thank you so much. That is a crazy donation amount. $65. Thank you so much, Robocop, for your very first donation as well. You don't need to do that. Thank you so much. Thank you all you guys for being here as well. I'm trying to sort of make these streams a little bit more relaxed and more chilled out, like my normal Twitch streams, so that they're not full on like all the time like they used to be, where I was constantly trying to talk about the tracks all the time, things like that. Obviously the starts are a little bit more hectic because I'm trying to get all the information out there about these tracks for those who and you know, the whole community verified system for those who've not seen it before. But it'll generally calm down and be a bit more chill. Okay, so we're going round here, are we? Interesting. Figured I'd go off at the start on this one. So yeah, the reason that it's limited to 20 players, that's by design. All of these tracks are available for 30 players, and that is a rule of submitting the tracks. It has to have 30 player availability when you submit the track, unless it's a themed race, so it's got a specific theme to it. Again, all of that kind of information is explained on bruffy.com/verified. It's all there. Or if it's a transform race, obviously, since transform races can't have 30 players in the first place because Rockstar are lunatics. But all of the tracks should have 30 players if you're thinking of submitting one. The reason that these playlists that we're doing for YouTube are 20 players is basically because just because to avoid as much carnage and nonsense as possible. Just limit the amount so it's a little bit better racing. It's more about the tracks, showcasing the tracks, these streams, than it is about showcasing the racing. When it comes to my Twitch streams, that's where we do the big 30 player races. We do, you know, all kinds of weird and wonderful tracks and different types of races, multi-class races every now and then, one make races, random stuff. That's all on my Twitch streams. This is solely about the tracks. So we've got one track at the end of this playlist that's limited to 20 players. You'll see what it is at the very end. and that is there solely to limit the playlist to 20 players. Obviously, if you have a playlist created and you've got one track in there that's, say, 7 players, the whole playlist will be limited to 7 players. Wait, where am I going? Oh, damn it! Okay, that was confusing. Wait, other people are making the same mistake. I feel like this... I feel like that was a little... Is it just me or was that confusing? It's a good fun off-road rally style track. I just got confused there with the checkpoints. That was not normal. I don't know whether that was just me. Obviously, I've never played these tracks. That's the whole idea, that I come into these tracks completely blind, completely new, give them my thoughts as we go through. And obviously, you guys are seeing them for the first time as well. We do have a few of the track testers. Wow. We do have a few of the track testers, obviously, in these playlists, and they'll know the tracks, obviously, better than most of the rest of us will. Maybe that was just me. Maybe I just lost it at that stage. Interesting off-road style track though. Something a little bit different. It's not just your usual super short rallycross track. It's extended and interesting. And this is what, this is kind of what it takes, things like this, where it's not just a lot of checkpoints randomly placed along the map. That's not going to get you verified. Community verified, I should say. It's not just a lot of stunt road pieces snapped together. It's some new, fresh, inventive creations. This mixes in road pieces and off-road bits, Oh, that's why. Okay. Wow, I actually helped him get back on the track properly there. Oh, and then I messed him up. No, see Wilson. Okay, this is the only bit that I don't like. I've decided. I've decided that the whole start-finish section I do not like at all. It's kind of like once you know it, I suppose it's fine. But placing checkpoints randomly will get you Rockstar verified. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I don't know whether it's just me, but I don't like that start-finish section. You don't want anything confusing when you're making a track. You want it to be clear where people have to go. General rule of thumb with checkpoints is that they should be as far away as possible such that you can see them from the previous checkpoint on the apexes of corners, things like that. There's lots of little nuances to track creation, especially if you're trying to make proper racing tracks or the highest level of circuits. But this kind of thing, this community verified program, is open to all kinds of tracks, from proper racing circuits to off-road rally tracks, stunt tracks, anything. But I highly recommend getting involved in either creator or racing communities if you really want to make kind of the best tracks. You really do need to iterate and, get opinions about your tracks to improve them. It's the only way you ever improve anything. Okay, so this is a crossover section. We did this bit twice. So you meet people who are further ahead or further behind. So we want to be tight in here. There we go. And then, okay, out to the outside there. That's how we do it. We finally got it. Finally got that section down. Good track. This is fun. This is good fun. Bit of off-road. Bit of sort of fun stunty pieces, giving us a bit of a fresh experience. Again, like I said, links for all these are down below in the description. If you are on PS4, you can add these to your game and start them and play them yourself. And if you want to get involved in races like this, if you want to play GTA with me, all that kind of stuff, that all happens on my Twitch streams. I play GTA every Saturday mornings and every Sunday evenings. Ruffy.com/schedule will get you there, tell you when everything starts. And we just open up the stream crew for everybody to join. Big 30-player races. They're always good fun. I love streams. I have a good community as well. The reason that I do these streams on YouTube is so that they, you know, become a video straight afterwards. Oh, didn't think about that one. And also just, you know, I know that there's people who don't like to use Twitch or don't use Twitch in general. And I want to do at least one live stream every now and then for everybody on YouTube. Interesting three-way battle here. Between two trop bosses, which always frustrate me when I'm in an omnibus. No, took too much speed there. Got away with it. Oh, he's made a mistake. Here's the chance. No! Oh wow. Oh wow, we're still able to be in 6th place. Now we got to defend from the person who we were defending 7th place from, and we'll get to keep 6th. I was absolutely certain that I was going to lose. I was going to gain a position and then lose a position. That's what I thought was going to happen there, but whew, that was a good race. Good fun. I dislike this bit, the pit lane section. But once you know about it, it's not too bad.
He gets such a huge boost from... Ah!
Victor North Cali with the $5 super chat. Ruffy, don't quit making videos, you'll surpass Mr. Boss soon. Well, I don't think that might necessarily happen, but I'm not going to stop making videos. Thank you so much for the donation. Thanks for the GGs. It was a good race, that. Good track and good racing as well. Thank you, Victor, for the donation. I appreciate it. Thanks, everybody, for the donations. Maybe I should... because I have this below me set up to show the latest member, latest YouTube member. which is very similar to Twitch subscribers, but it's not really as frequent. You know, getting YouTube members, so maybe it's better to not have just blank space there, and I'll fill it with something else. Thank you all for being here, by the way. I appreciate it. Or if you're watching this as a video afterwards, more people will be watching this as a video afterwards, of course. That's just how it is. But I enjoy live streaming. I enjoy streaming on Twitch. I enjoy doing these live streams on YouTube. 22 laps is not going to happen. Let's go for 5 laps. No, 4 laps is what we want, yes. Off-road, really? Track testers to the back. That's probably a good idea. We had the top 4 positions in the last race were all from track testers, i.e. people who've played these tracks before. Muscle, okay. So maybe track testers should go to the back. Any muscle car is fine for this one, those who are in the race. Can you try my track? I'd love to see you race that. Like I said, bruffy.com/verified. That's how you can submit your track, and if it's good enough, it'll end up on a stream. It's all explained on bruffy.com/verified. All you have to do is read that. There are more people watching you on YouTube than on Twitch most of the time. Well, on Twitch, a lot of the time, I'm not playing GTA. And I play at different times. But comparatively speaking, it's about the same, these YouTube streams on Saturday evenings as Twitch streams on Sunday evenings. We get about the same viewers. Normally a little bit more on Twitch, to be honest, but... doesn't really matter. I mean, Twitch is a better platform for streaming, and that's why I do all my streams there. But like I said, there are benefits to having this track showcase stream on YouTube. What if your submitted track isn't on the list? Alright, yeah, so this is the first time where we've had... This is the first time where we've had... I'm not a track tester, so I'm just going to the back just for the fun of it. But this is the first time where we've had the public spreadsheet populated with tracks and scores and things. So I'll explain how that all works. The public spreadsheet, which showcases basically all the tracks that have been submitted. After they've been tested, they get added to the spreadsheet with the score that they received and any notes if applicable. So you can basically, every single track that is submitted, you'll be able to do, say, Control F on that spreadsheet, find your name, find your track, see how it fared, and then all the verified tracks, the ones that score 4 or over, are on separate pages of the spreadsheet. Again, all of this is explained on the web page, but I'm explaining it now just for good measure. But yeah, if your track isn't on that list, then it hasn't been tested yet. That's how that works. Oh, that's an explosion. So the tracks are updated there periodically, not all the time. But once they've been tested, once they've got a final score put on them, then they'll be put there and you can see how it did. And if you want to resubmit the track with any improvements, you can do that on the next wave of submissions. Or you can submit something else. Again, we have multiple different waves, so you can only submit one track at a time. And then we'll reopen the submissions every so often. Just keep an eye on the streams for when that happens. Or the forms. So, Blaine County Grapeseedy style. Well, it's more grapeseed really, this track, but with some extensions. We're out into the sea using. See, this is again the sort of thing that, you know, catches eyes. A quality creation where it's not just a track using regular roads, but it's also not just a track using stunt roads either. It's a track where it's mixing the two, and it's utilizing the stunt roads to extend and make the section of track that's on regular roads better. Keep forgetting. How long will this stream be? It's probably going to be between an hour and a half and 2 hours. There's going to be 7 tracks every week, unless we get to a point where it's, you know, there's too many tracks still to play and I'm not getting through them quick enough, in which case I'll open it up and do more tracks every week. But for now, it'll continue being 7 tracks every week. And we'll normally go for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm never as good at these entirely stunt road sections. I have many issues knowing how the track is going to go. It's hard to keep the Yosemite behind you, of course, but especially since it loves the bumps. Some good traction as well. Just doesn't have that ultimate top end, but it's pretty awesome in all other areas, the Yosemite. On a good race, good battling. There it goes. That acceleration's a killer. Can't bring myself to use anything other than this piss was a Dominator, though. It's too nice. Nice track, you know, keeping it simple around the grapeseed area, and then utilizing the stunt road and the props to extend the track further into areas that, you know, you wouldn't normally see if you were just, again, placing checkpoints randomly. And as always with everything on my channel, we practice clean racing here, so no intentional takeouts and all that kind of stuff. Proper racing, you got to use skill to get past people, not just shove them out of the way. If you do accidentally take somebody out, you wait for them and give them the position back, stuff like that. Enjoy proper motorsport, so I've always tried to bring that to GTA and then everything else. Yeah, good track indeed. They're all going to be good tracks. I think that's what we can say. You're going to be able to come here every 2 weeks, either watch the live stream or watch the videos when they go up, and you're always going to get a collection of good tracks regardless of what platform you're on. That's the idea behind the community verified system, and then you can always, you know, even if you don't see the videos or you miss one, you can just go to the spreadsheet and see all the tracks that have been verified, what scores they got, and also what scores your tracks may have got, to see what you can do better and what you might need to improve on. Ah, close. Do you ever lightly spam the e-brake on tight turns? No. Using the handbrake, e-brake, whatever you want to call it, in a proper racing scenario is always slower. Always. Nostalgic feeling through the grapeseed area. Yeah, you know, not overdone through the grapeseed area. I'm not personally like the beauty of track creation is that we can all appreciate good creations, and then we can all have our favorite tracks and enjoyable tracks and things like that. Like, I'm not as big of a fan of the entirely stuntified section at the first part of the track. I prefer a mix, but it's still a very good track, an enjoyable track, and I enjoyed racing on it. So there comes a point where tracks are just, you know, objectively good and a good quality creation. Right, let's do 9 laps, I think. Let's do sports classics. Any sports classic will do. We try to mix it up with the classes that we have. We haven't done supers yet. Short track. Yeah, that's very similar to Gronenheim, Brady, in that respect, just in a different location. That's an interesting point. First corner's a double left-hander, so be careful. There you go. Yes, Flaming, you can. Good old lamppost removal as well. Excellent. Why is it not an official thing? Thank you guys for being here. Hopefully you're enjoying. If you are enjoying, I do 3 of these streams every week on Twitch. Feel free to jump in if you want to. Hopefully you're getting some good tracks that you... Hopefully you're seeing some good tracks and you're enjoying maybe getting them for yourself and trying them out. Let's use the Rapid GT Classic. I've taken a shine to the Rapid GT Classic. Yeah, I did think about doing a harmonic start, but too late now. I'll go off at the start on this one, and then I'll drop to like 5th or 6th or something, and then we'll take the race from there. So that I'm getting out of all the nonsense, but I can get some racing in, so it's not just me on my own. Alright, so there's a group sort of in the top 4 or 5. This will do. Okay, this is a really, really nice track. The reason I'm not saying anything is just because I'm kind of enjoying it. This is the first I've seen of it. This is the track from the thumbnail, by the way. This was the highest rated track of all the tracks on all the platforms. Got like a 4.9 something or other. Very close to a perfect 5 from all the testers. It's very difficult to create a good Mirror Park track. Lamppost removal is obviously helping with that in some areas, which is kind of a thing, but kind of a modded thing, and it's not. They haven't put it in properly yet. You got to go through a lot of hoops to get it done. But this is a great Mirror Park track. It's only 50 seconds for a lap. So short. Oh, bit of oversteer from the Turismo. Does have a tendency to do that. Wow, this is getting better and better every lap. Ah, that wasn't good. I feel like you do have to take into account if you're going to sort of submit something as an event racing track. I'm not sure whether this was submitted as an event track or a sort of a regular sort of playlist style racing track, a bit more chilled out. I think the length of a track is important. I feel like you'd be hard pressed to do a full 30 player long form event on a short track, but it's certainly possible, and you can certainly do shorter event races like 20-minute one make races, things like that, so it doesn't necessarily have to not always conform to being having a long form track. This is just a great creation. This is sublime. I'll break myself. Getting more confident and pushing the limits to the point where I can't go that fast. This last corner especially is just, you gotta just feather it through. This was perfect in sports classics. If this had been in supercars, it wouldn't have been as good because it would have just been sort of full throttle on some of the corners. They have too much traction to be interesting. Best Mirror Park track I've played. I can see why it was rated so highly. good use of you know, props to extend the track as well. This is how tracks can be. This is a sort of quality that you should be aiming for when you create tracks. Nothing on the track that is going to cause you to crash outside of, you know, yourself. No random props, no bad hitbox props. The height variation does, I agree, make it very interesting. The elevation. And just the corner types and this is just great fun. This is just so much fun to drive around. If a track does that, ultimately you're onto a winner. If it's an enjoyable experience just to drive it. Oh, so close! No, so close. Oh, what was the time difference there? It does look like it could be a good random oil circuit as well for 5M. Half a tenth of a second, less than half a tenth of a second. Wow. 4/400ths of a second between us at the line. That was crazy. Rapid GT just didn't quite have the top end that the Turismos did. That's a great track. That's so much fun. It's so much fun just to drive. And it's sort of, you know, created flawlessly with no issues in terms of props or anything like that. It's just short, keeps it neat and tidy around the track. Doesn't try to overdo it. Just, yeah, very, very good. I can see why that is the highest rated track on the PS4 side. Motivated and demotivated at the same time, just knowing that I couldn't make something this great. Of course you can, anybody can. It just takes a lot of work, honestly, a lot of time, a lot of effort to make tracks like this. You need to constantly be iterating on it and changing it and going back to it and trying it out with other people and getting opinions from different people, all that kind of stuff. Class recommendation for this one, any of the testers? I remember this track from a while ago, but let's do 7 laps. Glad you enjoyed everything bar the start grid on Canyon Blaster, but try putting a 30-player grid into the quarry. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Trying to put a 30-player grid in the quarry. That's why the start grid was where it was on that second track. Alex Fitzroy with the £2 donations, the £2 super chat. Why aren't you blowing people up? Get good. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll do supers. No top 4, obviously. Has anyone recommended the Voltic 1 make yet? You have, I've seen, but no. No supers, okay, not supers. No, too late. Sorry. What do we go for? Something speedy. Let's use the X80. I've been enjoying using the X80. Do tracks have to be circuits or can they be point-to-point races? Point-to-point races are okay if there's some sort of theme behind them. Again, you would have to submit it as a themed circuit. And it would have to have a theme behind it, not just a point-to-point race for the sake of being a point-to-point race. So I remember that we played this. Okay, well, I remember that we played this on stream a while ago. I think the rain is causing issues for people. So I do have a little bit of knowledge of this track. But not, it's been a while, at least. So yeah, the top 4 supercars were banned in this race. We normally ban the top 4. The Wagner, the Autark, the XA21 and the RE7B. Just because supercar races are more interesting without them, honestly. Yeah, Tempest has got no speed. Yeah, it's a very nice sort of location, this one, as you go sort of out to sea. Very nicely sort of, just a nice track. Good fun and good location. Good creation in a nice location. Visually impressive. It's got enough to it that, you know, drivers can make a difference. Side by side section there, the start finish straight. Not an awful lot more to say. I was gonna say just download this track if you're on PS4 and try it and race it, but the same goes for all the tracks from tonight, honestly. Just get them. Links are in the description. Add them to your game, race them, enjoy them. Yeah. Had issues. I'm gonna get overtaken because of that. That Tyrus. GB car freak on his own track. Just to point out also that track testers can't rate their own circuits. Not allowed to do that. So there's no funny business. Oh, he was on the outside. I mean, I think he's okay. He's looking from the map. Oh Jesus, that's the only potential negative. I'm gonna get done by that Tyrus eventually. It's got too much cornering speed. X80's nowhere in the corners. Yeah, that's the only thing that I don't like about this track as much. Is the middle section where cars can come over if they have an incident. Ah, it's got too much traction. Ugh. Struggling in the corners, and I don't have enough of a top speed advantage to do anything about it. I like the X80. It's a fun car to drive. It's difficult to handle, but it's a fun car to drive. It's just, it's lacking in some areas as an all-rounder. That's some good racing though. Good side-by-side action. It's been fun. I don't have the enough skill to master the X80. I enjoy challenging myself to try and master it, but I'm not good enough. Good race. Good fun. Again. Being on the outside of Bruffy going into a corner is never a good idea. I still wake up screaming every night. Oh, evil. If anybody pulls over from the side of the track anymore in these races, we can kick them and let somebody else in. I was over a bit too quick. I try to always do approximately 10 miles with every track, but as the nature of tracks are, some people, some tracks are just quicker than others. You know, if a track is 2 miles, where it's all straights and then one corner, it's obviously going to be over a lot quicker than a 2-mile track that has 20 corners, slow speed stuff. So it's difficult to try and get an idea. I'll try and maybe get an idea of lap times from the testers for future streams and try to get all the tracks played about the same length of time. Because the first 2 tracks we did for quite a while, and then it seemingly got less and less just because of the nature of the tracks. XCaloQ with the $2 donation. Good track, happy birthday, bruv, don't choke. It is not my birthday, shush. Thank you for the donation, XCaloQ. Thanks everybody for the donations and the super chats and things. Right, I was recommended to do less laps on this. This is a themed track. So we've had event tracks, sort of regular racing tracks. We've had an off-road track, and this is an event track. So it's a little bit different. Keep catch up and slipstream enabled, it says. I think it's meant to be a bit of carnage. Testers, do you recommend 2 laps or 3 laps? And muscle or something else? Supers is probably best. A meme track, maybe. Yes, that's a good way to describe it. Not an event track, a themed track, a meme track. Well, themes can be... themes can have, you know, any kind of theme. So... I'll stick it to 4 laps. Oh yeah, Whip Crash is an event track as well. An event on Nodo where it's all sort of races where it's crashing into each other and stuff like that. There's an event being made on it. Let's not use the XAT again because I feel like I'm going to need something a bit beefier. Let's go for the Nero Custom. I haven't used this in a while. Switching over to Flavio Verified for this track. Well, we muscle is better and also keep Slipstream on. I did keep Slipstream and catch up on. But yeah, I mean, this did get enough ratings. We'll see. Enough high scores to feature. So we'll see. Themes can have any kind of theme. I learned so much from you. Well, I am here imparting knowledge always. That is what I do. GG to whoever manages to win this. Oh, really, is it? Oh, fuck. It's happened immediately. It's happened immediately. Is this going to be one of those where it'll be a case of never let anybody say we don't race, you know, everything as part of community verified? Okay, so we want to skip these jumps. See, I never know the etiquette in races like this. We always try to do proper racing and not taking people out intentionally and stuff like that. But then when it comes to... no! When it comes to races like this, like, who knows? Yeah, so there's an event that goes on that's based on tracks kind of like this. There's all sorts of different tracks created of this sort of theme. Ugh. And it's something that I've never been able to get on with. I remember playing windmill races and stuff like that, and I hate it. Oh my god, there's a jump. Okay, there's a speed boost. Okay, we definitely want to avoid the ramps. Whoops. Okay, ramps are designed to send you off the track then. We have learned something today. Yeah, like I've played windmill races and stuff like that, and some people enjoy them, some people like the carnage and the chaos, and I just can't. It's too much randomness. Muscles, I think, would have been better. I agree. Should have left it on muscles. I mean, you can imagine. See, Wilson ended up getting flown even further because of the boost. Like, how can you even make an overtake? But if this is your thing, you know, that the community verified program system, whatever you want to call it, it tries to accept all kinds of tracks as long as they're good creations, solid creations, where you can do what, you know, is intended to do, then have at it. And if you enjoy it... Oh no! Oh, I still got it! No! Wow, still in 5th thanks to getting that checkpoint on the way down. Yeah, have at it, enjoy. No! it's amazing because these barriers are just perfectly placed that if you get it wrong, if you get the side wrong, like you choose incorrectly about where the barrier is going to be, you're going to have a very bad day. Even if you're able to get around the barrier, you're still going to be like one wheel off the edge and then you're going to be wrecked. Oh, sorry, whoever that was. No, I'm scared. No! How did I end up worse off for that? That is always what happens to me in moments like that. Oh, for God's sake. Someone crashes, I'll crash into them, and then they're the ones who go on fine as normal, and I fall off because of it. See, this is why I hate randomness in races. Yeah, that was karma, to be fair. That was karma for the previous takeout. That's fine. I can agree with that. Yeah, again, that was over too quick. I was given the impression that that was going to be sort of more carnage and it would take longer. Just as an FYI, I didn't submit this myself, but I admit I like the idea of seeing you struggle on this. Scumbag. Well, you know, we try all the different things. Community verified program doesn't discriminate, unlike Rockstar Verified, which only goes for badly made nonsense. The score of this track, I don't know. It'll be on the spreadsheet, on the PS4 verified section. To get to that spreadsheet, anybody who wants to know, you go to bruffy.com/verified, and then there's a button saying all tracks and scores. So, is this our last track? This went too quick. It is our last track. Yeah, the middle tracks I didn't put enough time on. I apologise. We'll go to sports, but we'll allow the pariah. So basically, we'll have a pariah race. Probably was accounting for 30 players instead of 20. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I did the middle tracks too quick. I put too few laps on them, which I'll try and do better in future streams. Again, just getting back into the swing of these streams. But they are just showcasing the tracks, you know. We've got the tracks to showcase, then you guys can see what they're like for a few laps, and then get them yourselves and enjoy them. That's the idea. Yeah, this is the last track of the submissions, but the final track in the playlist is the track that is limiting the playlist to 20 players. All of the other tracks are 30 players. And it's basically, we're going to have the same track at the end of the playlist every 2 weeks, whatever platform we're on. And it's just going to be a one-lap shootout and just a bit of fun. So we'll do all sorts of different things, different weather conditions, different theme for races, stuff like that, different classes every 2 weeks. Just a bit of craziness to end. Where's my pariah gone? I'll just say also thank you guys. I say this quite often on Twitch, But obviously I don't do YouTube streams very often. There's a lot of people who watch me on Twitch who are probably watching live now on YouTube as well, but for those who don't, thank you guys for all the support in everything. I appreciate it so much. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to, you know, pay bills and rent and food and all that kind of stuff. So even if you're, you know, it never has to be monetary support, even if you're just watching the videos and enjoying them, watching the live streams and enjoying them, whatever it is, I greatly appreciate it. And I tend to say that a lot on Twitch because I just get into moments like that during streams where I'm so appreciative of everything that, you know, all the support that everybody shows me, but it's more difficult to do that, you know, YouTube wise. It's not as if I'm ever in the middle of making a YouTube video and suddenly, whoa, that's a crash. In the middle of making a YouTube video about GTA racing or something and then end up saying all that kind of stuff. So hopefully you all know anyway, but alright, so this is the final verified circuit for this week, well, for this stream. The next PS4 track showcase will be in a month and a half's time because we've got 2 weeks until Xbox, 2 weeks until PC. And this is nice. Oh no! Damn it! Oh, it was going so well. Having a great battle and everything. And that just kind of goes to show the kind of racing that you should be able to do on a you know, proper racing circuit, as what we've seen. You should be able to have some side-by-side action, overtakes, things like that. And this showcase is another great thing about track extension. So we're driving around a bit of sandy shores, we're driving around a bit of grapeseed. They're linked together using the piece of road that's just on the map, linking those two places. But also, the creator of this track has made a section over the Alamo Sea specifically to link these two sections together, and it creates a completely unique experience. Well, I say unique, other tracks have done it before as well, but you know what I mean. You wouldn't be able to have this track without all the extra props and that bridge that's been made. It would have just gone under. Nice bridge creation as well. Looks pretty impressive across the Alamo Sea there, all made from props. So yeah, next week is the podcast, the week after is Xbox One. So every other Saturday we do the podcast on Twitch. That goes up on YouTube as a video on Monday. And then the Saturdays where we're not doing the podcast is the content creator streams. I like the Pariah. I mean, I wish it wasn't in sports, obviously. But it's such a challenge. I just like the car. See, Wilson doing pretty well in his Massacro, to be fair to him. Yeah, I really like this. This is a top quality creation. I've kind of missed stuff like that. Oh, that bit again. No! I keep messing up that same bit. This is really unique. I've just realised it's not even just a bridge over the Alamo Sea like other tracks have done. It actually winds around. Look at this. The full scale of this bridge section has just hit me. This is a great track. What a way to finish this stream. The amount of time and effort that will have went into creating all the props that make this track what it is just insane. And fine-tuning and making sure you're using the right props and checkpoint placement and all that kind of stuff. It's all the little things that you take for granted when you race a good track. You just forget about them and you just focus on racing. That's the sign of a good track. Whereas if you come away from a track thinking, I didn't really know where I was going in that section because of this checkpoint issue or stuff like that, that's when you notice. That's when you really compare it to really good tracks and you realise how different they are. Pariah was the right choice for this track as well, with all the straights. I like the straights on this track. Jacko Wacko, if this is yours, you're saying that you've made a different version with slightly less straights. I think that's part of the track. You've got some long straight sections, but then you've also got the tight sections as well in Sandy Shores and Grapeseed. Can I get one more spot? I like the flow through the corners as well and the layout. Yeah, just that section. That section's the only bit that gets me every time. Ah, that did nothing for me. Sandy Grapeseed there. Get him to submit it, Cirrus. My favourite kind of tracks are around this area. The Grapeseed, Sandy Shores area, Blaine County in general. It's my favourite area for tracks. City is absolutely my least favourite now. No! Of course there was a crash at the end. Bluey should be letting me through as well. He's not gonna, is he? Of course not. What can I do when people crash in front of me? Apart from Palito Bay. Palito Bay, yeah, that's not the best place for tracks. Although, just because of its lack of, you know, lack of variety in the roads and all the lampposts and things that you can knock down in Palito Bay, it's not very good. Top 5 was possible. It was. Top 5 was possible. But it didn't happen. Really fun track. I enjoyed that a lot. Alrighty, Cyrus. Well, make sure that people are submitting them. Remember, if you want to submit your tracks, the link's been put in the chat, the link's in the description. Can we go back home to Twitch now, please? How do I join? Can I join even? No, you can't. These streams are closed off. Let's do non-contact in Vans. No, not Vans. Let's just do something muscle at night. Just something ridiculous to finish. These content creator streams are closed off to everybody because the focus is on showcasing the tracks, and that's it. If you want to join in races, if you want to, you know, race with me or get into races that we do on streams, then you need to come to the Twitch streams. That's where we open up the crew, have 30-player lobbies, and just have some fun. But again, this at the very end is just Drag Kings, which is the very first track that I ever created on the day that the content creator came out. I had a video uploaded after I'd created it. It's not and a message on the blimp as well. But we'll always finish with the same track with the same message all the time. Sometimes it'll be non-contact, sometimes it'll be contact, sometimes it'll be muscle cars, sometimes it'll be something more ridiculous. It'll always be one lap, just a one lap shootout. Again, this track's only in here just so we can have 20 players in the playlist, to lock off the playlist to 20 players. And yeah, just a bit of fun to finish the stream. And we'll kind of make it a little bit of a tradition at the end of these streams to do a one lap shootout on this track every time. I made the wrong decision. No, I should have pulled into the left. Oh, I had it won as well. I made the wrong decision to go wide there. God damn it. And as the blimp says, thanks for watching, everybody. So that'll about do us for this one. An hour and a half, you know, it was about right, but I would like them to be a little bit longer. You know, maybe see Wilson's trying to do drag queens. I'll try and make sure that I don't do short races every now and then in future streams. No, you weren't gonna win, Namer. I would have had you down that back straight. Last to first. Good job, Brady. Yeah, I messed that one up big time. But yeah, that'll be our little tradition at the end of these YouTube live streams, the showcase streams. Obligatory final choke of the stream, of course. Like I said, all the track links are down below in the description. All the information that you need is on the link in the description as well, if you want to submit your own tracks and all that kind of stuff. And that'll about do us for today. Everything's down below in the description. That's all you need to know. And we'll be back in 2 weeks' time here on YouTube again to go over some more tracks. Next time it'll be on Xbox. Thanks everybody down below for the donations and the super chats. Thank you so much, especially obviously Robocop with the crazy donation. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you all for the support. And it's good to get back into these streams, showcasing some proper tracks and showcasing some community created tracks, because it's more than Rockstar have ever done. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, feel free to check out the Twitch page if you want to have some more of these streams under normal circumstances. You know, just come to them every 3 times a week. You don't have to wait 2 weeks for the next stream. It's all on Twitch. But yeah, schedule gives you everything that you need to know. Thank you guys again. Bruffy.com. Just Bruffy.com. It gives you everything that you need to know. I'm so close to selling out with the merch. So I'll stop it here. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you all in 2 weeks' time here on YouTube. And I'll see you tomorrow evening on Twitch. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks for watching.